Then the people of the world will rejoice, already knowing who I am. Call me Lord and Emperor.
God's will. Time to return to harmony. Seraphic wing!
My perfection does not require any training.
Don't worry, I'll end you quickly.
Hey guys, I'm just giving y'all heads up. Next week, I will be live streaming the new Avengers game that's coming out on YouTube and on Twitch. So just be looking out for that. It's either September 1st or September 2nd. So guys, we're back with another Street Fighter character. And this Street Fighter character, really, I would say he would be the big bad over all Street Fighter games. Because this dude is like, what the hell, godlike. And his name is Gill. And we're not just going to be talking about Gill. We're going to be talking about Yurian, his brother, as well. Now, this guy here, get this, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is the leader of the Illuminati. Yes, you know, that secret organization. Nah, but all jokes aside though, he is a godlike being, or he thinks he's a godlike being. Now, in the lore of Street Fighter, you don't really see characters built like Gill. I mean, yes, you do, and some you don't. I mean, you could probably say Ryu, Akuma, Bison, Scythe, Seath, whatever, how people say his name. But Gill is pretty much damn near close to godlike to the Illuminati. See, there's his story and his brother's story go back to when they were kids. Their parents were high-ranking members in the Illuminati, and the other members took notice to their children, and it was all like, these two could be the future of our organization. And so they put them through all this rigorous training classes just so that they could learn to be the leaders as they got older. Now, as time goes on, we find out that Gill is the chosen one and Yurian is not. And Yurian is upset at the fact of the matter of that people are picking Gill over him, even though Yurian thinks that he's the best. Now, out of the two brothers, just look at the both of them and tell me who you would go for. Who would you want to lead you into battle? Gill will be my guy because fire and ice. He is that guy. Trust me, he's that guy. But him and Yurian had to fight. They had to duke it out to see who was going to get that position. And Gill ended up losing on purpose so Yurian could have a highest ranking spot in the Illuminati. But Gill knew something that Yurian didn't know. And Gill knew that the higher ups were going to make him even higher than Yurian. So Yurian thinking that he running the show, but behind all the scenes, Gill is still the most powerful out of the two, and he's running the show. Now, Yurian, he goes off and does his own thing, trying to take down his brother so he can get that spot. Because once he finds out that Gill lied to him and he threw the fight just so his little brother could be happy, he gets upset, he gets in his feelings, and he tries to find a way to take down his own brother. Now, the reason why Gill comes out of the shadows, as you've seen earlier in the video, is because Shadaloo has fallen. And I don't think he wants his organization going up against Shadaloo and SIN. That's chaos all over the world. I think Yurian was all for it though, because like I said, Yurian is a hothead. He does not give two fucks about what's going on, because at the end of the day, all he cares about is power. I'm not going to sit there and say Gill isn't, but Gill is like, best way to put it, if you've been watching Monday Night Raw recently, he reminds me a lot of what Seth Rollins' character is going through. He thinks he's a messiah. He thinks he will kill, he doesn't like killing people, but he'll do it for the greater good, which means like he'll kill anybody and he'll think that he had a good reason to do so. He feels that he's going to pretty much take humanity as it is right now and flip it on its head and change the whole landscape, because that is what Gill's ideals are. He wants to start things over. He wants to burn things to the ground and become something new. That's why he thinks he's a god. Now, Yurian, on the other hand, he might want to do the same thing, but we really don't get to see much of that, because Yurian isn't really, like I say, his plan is kind of all over the place. Now, even though Gill's little sidekick, she has a little project going on, and that's Nash, and they come across his body. Well, my boy Yurian comes across his body, and he just says like, oh, you got fun with your little mud doll. Let me know when he's fully functional so we can use him. He didn't even bother to really see what his lackey had to say about Nash, even though Nash became a reason for the downfall of Shadaloo. But Gill sits on his throne and runs the Illuminati from the shadows, while his brother just sits there and weeps. I wouldn't say weeps, but he tries to find ways to defeat his brother. At the end of the day, it's not going to happen regardless of how powerful he be trying to get or whatever weapons he use. He just can't top his brother, because his brother has this idea that there's a prophecy, and the prophecy is that in 22,000 there's supposed to be, I guess, Armageddon. And in that same prophecy, a man who can harness the power of ice and fire is supposed to be a savior of humanity, Gill. So that's the prophecy that he lives by. That's a prophecy he's trying to go off of, and he doesn't want nobody, and I mean nobody, to stop him from reaching that goal and him being the savior of the masses. Now, I don't understand why he wants to, kill people and stuff, but he doesn't. He just has this ideology that some made up prophecy of a person like him protecting the world. Now, it could be somebody else. He could be telling the truth, but he's a godlike figure, and I would like to see more of this character. I mean, from what I didn't see in Street Fighter 5, I think the story's still going on, but I don't honestly know at the moment. I just know that the last part of his story, him and Yurian fought, and Yurian lost, and he's all like, why can't I defeat you? Why can't I beat you? And Yurian he's distraught. And the reason why he told him is because of the prophecy. He says, you will never be powerful as me, but if that day does come, you will be my backup. You will be my spare. And he felt all types of disrespected by that. So he got in his feelings about it, and he just knows he can't beat his brother. His brother's on a whole nother level of power. So he just has to come to terms. Now, will he? Probably not. He probably might work with his brother for a little bit, just knowing that he can't beat him. But at the end of the day, low-key, he might as well go and let it go. Now, guys, that's all I got for y'all when it comes down to these two. Like I say, these two characters are kind of weird to me, but Gill is supposed to be God himself. He's the savior of the masses of 22,000. That's like, what, 100 years from now? But next video, guys, we're doing the main bad guy that everybody loves in Street Fighter, your boy M. Bison. But other than that, that's all I got for y'all. Peace.